Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So I have some huge news regarding my living situation and kind of what's going on with the family these days, and just like a couple lessons that I've learned. So if you are interested in moving to Reno, my straight up answer is don't do it, especially if you are I would say like a minority. Uh, and um, and you really like variety of foods and you really like fitness classes. So, a little history about me. If you saw my videos from before, um, we were originally in San Francisco, but then we moved to Reno for more space and just kind of a better bang for your buck. But we've lived there for a while now. I mean, a little less than a year, but all I can say is I do not like it. And the reason why is that number one, the air. And if you are in your late 30s, mid 30s, you know how much moisture is important to not like anti-aging or just to keep your face hydrated. So as you get older, your face kind of like or your skin kind of loses hydration faster. And so what I've noticed was being in Reno, my skin would always feel really tight and dry and sandy. And that made me worry about my daughter because she's very pale. And going out into the Reno atmosphere, her eyes would get red and she'd have to do like a ton of sunscreen or else her whole face would turn red. So that's one. Number two is diversity. So I'm Vietnamese and I grew up in Florida and my city that I grew up in did not have much diversity. Most of the time I would be the only Asian person in class and people would make fun of me all the way up until high school. People still made fun of me for being Asian. And in addition, they would make fun of my food. It just sucked. So I don't, and my daughter is like half is, I mean, sorry, half Vietnamese. I do not want her to go. So, yeah, so I was projecting into the future and she would have to go through the same BS that I went through. I'm foreseeing this. I may be projecting on my daughter, but she would be the minority in class. And we visited the elementary schools around Reno and or near where we lived in Reno, and there was not much diversity. She would be the only Asian, if she were to enroll now, she'd be the only Asian person in her class. So that didn't feel good. It brought back a lot of old memories because I would be the odd man out, and my culture, my differences with like I'm American, but like anybody who didn't grow up like me with immigrant parents, would not understand me or think what I did was weird. And I don't want her to go through that. So that's number two. And then number three, food. I felt like I was in a food desert. Like there was like American food was easy to get, Italian food was easy to get. There was one French restaurant, and the Asian food sucks. The Asian food in Reno sucks. And I just love Asian food. It's so flavorful and it's some of it's healthy, some of it's not. But so I missed being in San Francisco and having all the food options. And there were okay, this is no, reason number four. Okay, let me write this down and make sure that when I title this video, I'll have the right number of reasons. But reasons number four is that there weren't that many places to go and get dressed up. And your girl loves fashion. I love my hair being done and like I like dressing up and going someplace nice. And the only thing that I was able to dress up and go to someplace nice, it was like maybe three or four restaurants that you would just keep on rotation. Whereas like San Francisco Bay Area, you can go to a different restaurant every week and never get bored. So if you were to do date night in Reno, it would be the same restaurants over and over and over. And some of the better foods were in the casino. And I am not one, I don't like gambling. I think it's dumb. Yeah, and I don't want to be in a smoke environment. So every time you go through a casino, you're gonna smell smoke. So that are like four reasons that, I would not advise you to move to Reno. And so we're like contemplating if we're gonna move back to the Bay Area and where we will live. So we'll see what happens. But I have like really, when I think about the future, I am so freaking excited of all the possibilities. So stay tuned, but I will post another video, and the other video will be related to why we or another reason why I personally still want, like a huge reason why I want to move out of Reno. So stay tuned if you want to know about that video. And it's something really bad, fortunately, but if you want to stay tuned and keep updated, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later.